It's time to talk problem areas. How come we can't seem to get rid of that stubborn fat under our arms, on our back, on our stomach, or those dreaded muffin tops or cottage cheese thighs? What can we do to get rid of them? Well, the first thing we want to cover is 3 facts related to problem areas. The first of those being you cannot spot reduce. Now, I know it was once praised that you could do a bunch of the Jane Fonda classics, sideline leg raises, kick those up plenty of times, and that's going to help sculpt your booty. But the reality, that's not the case. There's been a number of research studies performed that do not support localized fat loss. Why? Spot reduction typically targets smaller muscle groups in exercises that don't enhance your overall fitness. When we're trying to lose body fat and when we're trying to spot reduce, we're trying to eliminate those problem areas, we want to be focused on overall fitness and working larger muscle groups. That's going to help burn global fat loss, which means we're going to get that toned and defined look over our entire body versus just one single part. The second fact that we want to cover with problem areas is that resistance training is superior for fat loss, specifically when it comes to getting rid of problem areas. Why is it that when everyone wants to lose some weight in a specific area or overall, we run to cardio? It's probably because women are still afraid to build muscle, get bulky, to look like the big bros at the gym, or to get hurt. But in reality, resistance training is the superior choice, and research backs this when it comes to losing body fat and spot reducing. The athletic, well-built female comes from a background of resistance training in a variety of band work, in a variety of body weight work, dumbbell, barbell, all the above. The third fact that we want to make sure that we note is that feeling the burn doesn't mean that you're burning fat. It's just a chemical reaction within the muscles. Now, I know that we love and we live for that burn feeling in those muscles because we think that's incinerating the fat. That's not actually the case. That chemical reaction is taking place within our muscles, within our body, but it does not guarantee that fat will be burned. What instead you should focus on is overall fatigue at the end of the workout. Do you feel that you worked your entire body appropriately? Are you fatigued? Are you not too fatigued? Pay attention to that versus feeling the burn in specific muscles. Now, those are 3 facts when it comes to problem areas. Now we should talk about how to get rid of your problem areas. The first thing you need in order to get rid of your problem areas is a full body resistance training program. If you're serious about losing the weight under the arms, on the belly, on the thighs, then you need to be in a resistance training program. We just talked about that being the superior approach to spot reducing or eliminating fat, not just around a certain area of our body or over the entire body. So we need to be sure that we're in a program that sets us up for success. You need to be training a full body program so that you're working the largest muscle groups, you're working the most superior exercises to give you the most bang for your buck. Now, if you want to know how to put together your best program or how to evaluate your program, think of, does it include a squat, a hip hinge or good morning or RDL, a bridge or hip thrust, a single leg exercise, and then for upper body, does it include an upper body push, an upper body pull, some core, and a loaded carry? Those are all things to consider when assessing your workout. The second thing that you need to get rid of a problem area is a calorie deficit. You can't outrun or outwork a poor diet. You need to be set up in an accurate calorie deficit. There's no guessing in this game. We're working on getting rid of those problem areas, which means the area that we're trying to get rid of probably isn't one that's just going to happen by accident. It requires some dedicated work. You have to be measuring, tracking, and knowing what is going into your mouth so that the calories burned, calories consumed favors the results that you desire. Last thing that we need in order to get rid of our problem areas is stress management. Stress produces cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone. One of the best places cortisol likes to be stored is in visceral fat, which is centralized region around our midsection. That's why a lot of us seem to be able to lose belly fat last or around the hips, the thighs, those key organs that they have to have some fat around them for cushion, protection, thermoregulation. It is important, and we're never going to be able to lose it completely. But cortisol loves to be stored there. It loves to create bloating and inflammation to go along with it. So be sure that you are allowing adequate recovery during and around your training sessions. You're getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep. You're eating enough, so don't take that calorie deficit too far. You are doing one thing for yourself daily. You're practicing some type of journal, meditation, or reflection, and you take time off of work. Last thing we want to cover is my top exercises for your problem areas. The first is we're going to cover the bingo wings, your arms. How do we tone those up? The best exercise comes from push-ups. I know we don't love push-ups, but they really do work all parts of the arm. Second comes to skull crushers. Then we go variations of shoulder raises, so front raises, lateral raises, rear delt raises. Then we go tricep kickbacks and bicep curls. Next problem area is the muffin top or love handles. Those are your hips. Number one exercise to remove those compound movements like squats, deadlifts, rows, push-ups, these exercises that require more than one muscle group. Other exercises include planks, all variations, hollow body holds, dead bugs, and bicycles. The third problem area that we want to get rid of and eliminate is your pooch or your belly. The belly, like a lot of people say. Compound movements are also the number one exercise for removing the belly, followed by plank variations, hollow body holds, dead bugs, and loaded carries there as well. Cottage cheese thighs or toning up your butt, removing that saggy butt is another great option, helping the butt and thighs. Hip thrusts have been shown to be far superior in glute activation as compared to squats, deadlifts, any other exercise. Those are followed by glute bridges, which are followed by compound movements again, good mornings, and then glute kickbacks. If you're tired of carrying around and living with this problem area, check the link below. We'd be happy to help you get rid of your problem area and feel confident in the skin that you're in.